So, you've done it. You've created something amazing, a truly brilliant design. But here's the thing about a global world. A great idea can be a vulnerable one. How do you protect it? Not just in your own backyard, but, well, everywhere. Today, we're going to talk about the key to doing just that.
I mean, really think about it. You've poured your heart and soul into designing something revolutionary. Could be a new phone, a piece of furniture, a clothing line, whatever. The big looming question is, how do you stop it from being copied in dozens of different countries, each with its own laws and languages?
Well, the old way was a nightmare. Seriously. You'd have to file separate applications in every single country. That meant dealing with different languages, different lawyers, and just a mountain of complicated fees and paperwork. Now, imagine a different reality. One application, one set of fees in one currency, one process. That's the huge difference the Hague System makes.
And that solution is the Hague System. The best way to think of it is like an international passport for your designs. It's all managed by WIPO, that's the World Intellectual Property Organization, and it's built from the ground up to be the single key that unlocks design protection all over the world.
And when I say all over the world, I'm not kidding. The system gives you access to a massive, growing network of over 90 member countries. That isn't just a number, you know? It represents major economic markets on pretty much every continent, and you can reach all of them through one single streamlined door.
WIPO itself sums it up perfectly. You can protect up to 100 different designs in that one application. 100. So if you've created an entire collection, say a line of jewelry or a family of fonts, you can get them all protected at once. It's a total game changer for efficiency.
And look, this isn't some new, untested startup idea. The Hague System has been around since 1925. It's been evolving for nearly a century, from this foundational agreement into the modern digital powerhouse that creators and businesses rely on today. It's got history, it's got credibility,
But okay, let's be real. Streamlined doesn't necessarily mean super simple. The Hague System is an incredibly powerful legal tool. And with great power comes, well, a bit of a learning curve. To really get the most out of it, you need to understand its quirks and complexities.
So what kind of hurdles are we talking about here? Well, a few things can trip you up. The fee calculations can get a little tricky. You also have to classify your design correctly using what's called the Locarno Classification. It's basically the library's card catalog, but for industrial designs. Then there's getting all the procedural stuff right, like declaring if you've made any prior claims. It's doable, but you gotta know what you're doing. So, how do you master all of this? How do you become an expert? The great news is you don't have to go it alone. The WIPO Academy actually offers a guided path to help you get there.
Specifically, there's a course called DL304, and this is not just some quick YouTube tutorial. It's a really in-depth, tutor-guided program that takes a deep dive into all the rules, regulations, and, most importantly, the strategies for using the Hague System like a pro.
The course is really built to take you from zero to hero. You start with the legal basics, then you get hands-on experience with WIPO's online tools. After that, you'll learn all the best tips for filing a perfect application and how to manage that registration for years. The real goal here is to teach you how to be strategic so you can avoid common mistakes and save yourself a ton of headaches. And if you're picturing a dry, boring online class, don't. This is all about active learning. It's a mix of interactive stuff, practical exercises to build that muscle memory, quizzes to check your understanding, and even discussion forums where you can hash out problems with actual tutors and other students. You learn by doing. Now, beyond the nuts and bolts of registration, the source material we reviewed also looks to the future. It starts asking some really big questions, like, where could this whole system go next? And these ideas are pretty conceptual, but they're also fascinating. Some of these future ideas are pretty forward-thinking. There's talk about linking designs directly to the UN Sustainable Development Goals, which is huge. Or even integrating ideas from other fields, like sematics, which is the study of how sound creates visible patterns, and something called philosophology, a philosophy about self-realization. I know, it sounds a little abstract, but it shows a real push to think about the deeper purpose and impact of design. And all of this brings us back to one really central, really important message. To get the most out of the Hague system, you just can't dive in blind. The advice is crystal clear. You have to invest the time to learn first. Whether you do that by reading guides, watching videos, or taking a structured course, preparation is absolutely everything. So we'll leave you with this final thought. Your design, whether it's a small aesthetic improvement or a massive functional breakthrough, has real value, and that value deserves to be protected. Your creation could genuinely change the world. So isn't it about time you gave it the global passport it deserves? Thanks for joining us.